Welcome to Stratfor's podcast series, designed to bring you concise updates on the most important global developments of the day.
Can Sharia law help to stabilize Pakistan's northwest frontier province? The country's prime minister, acting on advice from the military, seems to think so, but others, including President Asif Ali Zardari, are skeptical, and for good reasons. Hello, I'm Marla Dial with the Daily Podcast, and Stratfor analysts say the deal announced yesterday, but not yet signed, to implement Sharia law in the Swat Valley and surrounding regions would essentially cede huge swaths of Pakistan's territory to the Taliban. It could reduce pressure on Pakistan's overstretched military, but perhaps not for long.
The assumption here, which is very close to naivety, is that the Taliban will just sort of say, all we wanted was Sharia in Swat and adjoining areas, and now we'll just lay down our guns and everybody will be happy. That's not about to happen. These people are expansionist in their nature. This is just a stepping stone for a further expansion of Taliban influence and power in the NWFP, and they've already have a foothold in the tribal belt. So this is going to prove very costly for the Pakistani government in the long run.
That's Kamran Bukhari, a Middle East and South Asia expert at Stratfor. He says that Pakistan's government has had plenty of opportunities in the past to appease Islamist fundamentalists who've resisted secular law since the scenic Swat region was incorporated into Pakistan in 1969. For well over a year now, the Taliban insurgency has been eroding the central government's control over Pakistan's territory, and U.S. missile strikes in the region don't help the government standing either. So giving the insurgents what they want might relieve some of the pressures Islamabad's been under. But if the deal goes through, there would be plenty of questions to answer, including where the lines on Sharia law would be drawn. The agreement just now concerns about 5 districts in western Pakistan touching the Afghan border, but Bukhari says there's creeping Talibanization much further into the country and growing concern about who controls Peshawar, the only large and modern city in the northwest frontier province.
This deal, if it materializes and it actually goes through, it'll consolidate the hold of the Taliban in the regions that they're operating in and allow them to project power further eastwards. And, in a worst-case scenario, we could see the entire NWFP, the FATA, and perhaps even the northwestern parts of Balochistan, the Pashtun corridor there, they all fall, becoming another sort of Afghanistan, where you have a raging insurgency and the Pakistani army and security forces are battling for control.
And what about Afghanistan, where the U.S. troop surge is now beginning?
This deal and how it will pan out over the next several weeks and months will actually be sort of a microcosm of what the U.S. will have to deal with when they negotiate with Taliban in Afghanistan. So this is sort of a sneak preview of the complications that will arise.
That's Stratfor senior analyst Kamran Bukhari. I'm Marla Dial, and this has been the Daily Podcast. You can find more details on this and other geopolitical issues on our website at www.stratfor.com. Thanks for listening. Back again soon.
This has been a presentation of Strategic Forecasting Incorporated. Please be sure to visit us at stratfor.com for access to more predictive, insightful global intelligence.